In today's video, we're continuing our Alternate Future of the World series. In the last episode, more expansion against the AIs happened. But now to go to the moon. Why, you may ask? Well, unification has happened, with Germany, France, and the UK deciding to unite. So this is just 3 nations. They're still trying to get more nations to join. Quickly, Yugoslavia decides to join. Those are former European. And then comes Croatia. Poland decides to join. Followed by Bulgaria. Which is followed by Bosnia and Herzegovina. Which is followed by Slovenia. And as you can tell, this is major because there's a new country, which stretches all over this area. And now to see them be fixed. Just a few separation has been formed, which is massive. Now the biggest empire on the moon. Well, let's go back to Earth. And they do some looking around to figure out where the best spot is. They find Southeast Asia isn't that great for expanding into. North America is pretty well defended at this point because the AIs know they're likely be coming there again. So it's between the moon, between the Middle East and Europe. With them deciding to go into Europe because every European nation has joined the European Federation. Now, humans manage to, there's defensives nobody's getting by, as a new laser weapons which destroy AIs have been turned into artillery systems and air systems basically. So now for a quick war with the AI. The World AI Order. It's almost impossible to fully beat them yet. This is part 14. The stalemates everywhere, on every front. But humans manage to make a breakthrough in this one war, as they manage to advance into the south of Europe. But their naval effort to take Italy and other islands fails as AIs resist it well. With only few Iberians, there's a few people like around there, that's where they head. They started a rebellion in the north. And while the idea is to form the Iberian Federation came out, which is pretty popular, I guess. And while Iberia loses a big chunk of its territory, with the AI trying to reconquer it. And they burn any human villages at this point, or supply areas that they found. But AI struggle in mountains, to climb mountains. As most areas that fighting would happen on did not look like that. With them pushing in. And while these 3 islands fall, well, they manage to land in the southern Italy, which looks like this. But they continue their advance against France. Up there, the AI is struggling in Europe. But Europeans have one advantage. They don't need to take it all back to claim victory, whereas the AI completely need to push them back. With the AI managing to make a counter-offensive, but it literally fails. As they send Europeans in the north. France manages to create itself minorly, with them getting kicked out of Italy. It's not really the worst thing that could happen. Now, they decide to meet the humans for a peace treaty. So let's see the peace treaty war being started. As humans want to start one more war. Because there's been a few skirmishes started by humans, but so far not an actual war. They've managed to liberate lands, but they haven't started a full war. They haven't started a war big enough that would allow them to take everything back. The European Federation has been formed in France. Yeah, only that's France. Iberia decided to make itself its own country. With Russia still on the waiting to liberate its country. Same thing for China, really. But, like, how long it'll take them is questionable. With the North American Union and Canada existing in North America, now we got the European Federation and France existing. We got India from the Civil War, India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Well, I don't know if you'd call that Bangladesh. It's not really Bangladesh. It's basically just Dhaka. That's besides the point. Which I guess humans are either repopulating or rebuilding. And well, one problem with the laser technology when they do use it is that if it has a chance to end up with problems. And sometimes it has malfunction, but most of the time it functions perfectly. But it has one problem. It destroys an area of roughly a half kilometer squared. Or some amount of miles, but who cares about miles? Even though most of my viewers are from the US, but that's besides the point. I'm sure if we added everywhere else, it would still outpopulate it. Yeah, let's see where everybody's from. Well, I still haven't said. The AI are not having fun. You can tell. They don't like being beat at their own game. So their plan is to start a full-on war. Because I know in the long run, they can wipe out the humans. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out. But not until you subscribe. Bye, guys! Please subscribe so we can get to 3,000 subscribers by February 1st. Yeah, by February 1st, we need 3,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. Bye, guys!